Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Sunday, December 25, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus check out our Patreon in the link down below if you want access for our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. Make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Tampa Bay Buccaneers vs Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals, 4-10, host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 6-8, at State Farm Stadium on Sunday. Tampa Bay opens as 4-point favorites from Vegas odds makers. The over-under comes in at 40. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers head into this game 6-8 this season. In their last contest, the Buccaneers went up against the Bengals and took a loss by a final of 34-23. Tom Brady went 30-44 with 312 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. He had a QB rating of 92.2 and ended the contest with 2 interceptions. Mike Evans had an average of 16.6 yards per reception by totaling 83 yards on 5 catches. Leonard Fournette led the offense in rushing for the Buccaneers with 10 totes for 44 yards, 4.4 yards per attempt. In all, they ran 70 plays for 396 yards. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers ended up running the ball 25 times and had 92 yards, which is an average of 3.7 yards per attempt. On the ground, the Buccaneers conceded 53 yards on 21 attempts, which is an average of 2.5 yards per run surrendered. Tampa Bay gave up 27 completions on 39 tries for 184 yards and a completion rate of 69.2%. Things are not going well for the Arizona Cardinals. They have lost 4 straight games and are 4-10 on the season. They have one of the worst records in the NFC and have been officially eliminated from playoff contention. It looks like the team has just thrown in the towel, as last weekend they even lost to the lowly Denver Broncos 24-15. At this point of the season, it's garbage time for the Cardinals as the team has been decimated by injuries. At this point, the injury list is so long, it might be easier to list the players who aren't injured. When it comes to putting the ball in the end zone, Tampa Bay has earned 20 passing touchdowns and 4 touchdowns on the ground. In terms of passing yards, the Buccaneers have allowed 2,723 yards, which ranks them 6th in the league. They have relinquished 194.5 yards per contest through the air, as well as giving up a completion percentage of 65.0%. For the year, they are granting 314.7 yards per contest, which puts them 7th in football. They have allowed 24 touchdowns by air, as well as 10 touchdowns pounding the rock. They are allowing teams to run for an average of 4.5 yards per attempt on the ground and 120.2 yards on the ground per contest over the course of this season. In total, they have allowed 1,683 yards via the ground game in 14 games. The Buccaneers are ranked 10th in the NFL in terms of team defense, allowing 20.6 ppg. We need to face facts here, the Bucs just aren't that good. I have had the sense all season that well, they're the Bucs, they have Tom Brady, they'll get hot and win the division and be a threat in the playoffs. But all season they have been telling us something different, so I'm going to listen them this time. They are not that good, and even though the Cardinals are decimated by injuries, maybe they rally behind McSorley at quarterback, who is getting his first real shot to play since he was drafted out of Penn State in 2019. And they still have 2 huge weapons in Connor and Hopkins. 9 points is a lot to give up here, so I'm going with the home team. Take the Cardinals getting the points. Our first pick is Arizona plus 9 points. The Cardinals head into this game 4-10 for this season. The last time they stepped on the gridiron, the Cardinals took a defeat with a final score of 24-15 when they played the Broncos. Trace McSorley ended the game with 95 yards on 7/15 through the air, while his quarterback rating was 27.8. He tossed 2 picks, and his average yards per attempt was 6.3 yards. DeAndre Hopkins was a featured target for the Cardinals, bringing in 7 balls for 60 yards, 8.6 yards per reception. James Conner carried the rock 16 times for 63 yards, finishing the game with 3.9 yards per carry for Arizona. The Cardinals finished the game with 240 yards, while running 59 plays, 4.1 yards per play. Arizona rushed the ball for 3.7 yards per carry, totaling 73 yards on 20 carries. Arizona surrendered 34 rush attempts for 168 yards, 4.9 yards per rush. The Cardinals' pass defense gave up a completion percentage of 80.8%, relinquishing 156 yards on 21 out of 26 passing. Trace McSorley completed 47% of his passes for 95 yards and 2 interceptions, in relief of Colt McCoy, who was knocked out of the loss to the Broncos. James Conner had 16 carries for 63 yards and 1 touchdown, while DeAndre Hopkins had 7 catches for 60 yards. Arizona has struggled defensively, giving up 26.6 points per game. They gave up 24 points in their last game and will need to do a better job if they want to win this game. When it comes to the points being put on the board, the Cardinals are 18th in the NFL, holding an average of 20.9 ppg. During this campaign so far, the Cardinals have a total of 3,015 yards through the air, in addition to holding an average of 215.4 passing yards per contest, giving them a rank of 18th in the NFL. They maintain an average of 111.8 rushing yards per game and have run for 1,565 yards for this season. The Arizona Cardinals hold an average of 327.1 yards per outing, which ranks them 21st out of all teams in the NFL. The Arizona offense has totaled 742 yards of penalties on 97 infractions, which is good for 3rd in the NFL in terms of making mistakes. They have thrown 13 interceptions while letting opponents recover 5 fumbles, and they have been able to earn 162 first downs. They have conceded 25 touchdowns through the air, as well as 237.6 yards per game, which puts them in 23rd in football. Arizona has conceded a total of 1,600 rushing yards, 114.3 yards per game, and 17 touchdowns via the rush this year. They have compiled 17 turnovers, 8 fumbles recovered and 9 interceptions this year. The Cardinals' defense has been on the field for 875 plays, which ranks them 14th in the league. Over the course of the season, they have given up 372 points in total. The Cardinals are conceding 26.6 points per contest, which has them sitting 32nd in the league. The Buccaneers are averaging 17.6 points per game and 15 points per game on the road. They average 23.3 points per game in their last 3 games against the Cardinals. They have the 4th best passing game in the league, and they're playing a team that has the 23rd best pass defense in the league and is giving up 28.7 points per game at home, so expect the Buccaneers to go over their average in this game. The Cardinals are averaging 20.9 points per game and 21.4 points per game at home. They average 35 points per game in their last 3 games against the Buccaneers. They have the 18th best passing game in the country, and they're facing a team that has the 4th best pass defense and is giving up 18.3 points per game on the road, so don't expect the Cardinals to score enough points to push the score over the total. The Buccaneers and Cardinals played under the total in 4 of their last 7 meetings. Our second pick is to take the under, 40.5 points.